What is good, y'all? Come on in, come on in, come on in here. Let's talk, y'all. We got a lot to cover today. A lot of bimbo news, a lot of Queen Bee news, and a lot of stuff that has been taking place since the mayor has been taken in, y'all, for the foolery that took place yesterday. Okay, well, new footage is occurring, you know, on the internet, and I like to do how it started and then how it ended. So we gonna dive into the video. I appreciate all of y'all for kicking it, tuning in with your girl. Thank y'all for all the mad love and support. I appreciate all of y'all from the bottom of my heart. Now, with that being said, y'all, coming straight from Proud Element US on X, Democrat rep LaMonica, look at these names. God dang it, shut down the city. We are at war. So they were already tweeting and coming, you know, aggressively in that form of nature. Okay. Now, what they failed to realize is F around and find out quick. So if they don't know now, they soon to find out. And they definitely did. So we finna dive into how it started, and look, y'all can see who's sitting right back there with that raggedy Timu wig on, y'all. Look at the background now. Look at the background. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention to these folks and what they stand for. Y'all see this, right? That's why when it's time to go and vote, starting from the bottom to the top, remember these names, remember these faces, and remember what they actually stood for. It definitely wasn't you. And it definitely wasn't me. And it definitely was not this country. Okay? Just keep that in mind, people. For real, for real. With that being said, y'all, let's dive into the video and then we're going to chop it up towards the end. Let's go.
We will not take this. We will fight back.
Fight back. Fight back.
And as I close out, because I know we've been out here for a long time, and goddamn it, shut down the city. We are at war. Anytime a person can pay $250 million into a campaign and they be given full access to the Department of Treasury of the United States of America, we are at war. We will not take this.
And we got to yell just to get a point across that ain't even gonna get across. We are at war. When it comes to them going and finding out information, fraudulent corruption information, we are at war. War. She's screaming loud, y'all. I won't be surprised she next. You see what they did to Letitia James? She next. Keep it up, big mouth. Keep it up, big mouth. They coming for you. Y'all, let's dive into a new footage coming straight from my boy Benny Johnson. Y'all, check it out. So, you know what I'm saying? They were hooray and doing all that. What she's saying, we at war, rounding the people up. So they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, okay? These are adults here. These are young kid adults here, man. It's crazy. Let's get into the video. How it ended. So, it's very important, people, that we vote. And when we vote, that we know exactly who and why we are voting to put these people in place. We also have to take in consideration that, I mean, we do have the next generation that is coming up. So we have to actually be careful and look out for them, or we can have a case of this. I mean, y'all see it. It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. There are a way of doing things to get your point across. It's definitely not yelling. Have you ever spoke to somebody and yelled at them and thought that your opinion or whatever that really mattered to you got across to them by yelling? Because it didn't. I just don't understand. And like, this is a part of really not, researching and taking the time out to actually see who you want to put in place. I'm a victim of one. I used to just go in there and vote for the hell of it. Not even knowing who was who. Just, hey, let me just go in here and vote. Not knowing the true meaning behind it. But now, the new me, baby, I'm not playing no games. I'm paying attention and I'm watching. And if this is the type of people we want to represent us, we in trouble. We in big trouble. We got to do better, starting from the ground to the top. We finna keep it going. Now, if she got detained and arrested, it would have been, y'all see how she was acting. So they could have easily detained her and arrested her as well. You get what I'm saying? And she brought it on herself. With that being said, y'all, the House has passed the SAVE Act, but the Senate has yet to vote on it. Now, we know this was done, a month ago or such? And they have yet to vote on it. And I wonder why. This represents watermark, paper ballot, same day voting, voter, photo ID, proof of citizenship, all of the above. So why is it still sitting and waiting? Well, me with common sense, you know what I'm saying? I truly know why. I know a lot of y'all truly know why. A lot of us, all we want is a fair election. That's it. And these things right here can make that possible. So I wonder why it's sitting. Why are these people actually sitting on these executive orders that's being signed by the president? Why is nothing happening? Well, we common sense. I mean, we know why. Why is it not getting done? Why are people just sitting around any button, just letting the paper just collect dust? Let's get it going. Who do you stand for? What do you stand for? Let's get into the video, y'all.
One other thing, I just before we leave, I think you should do this. Safety and security and for the good of our nation, you should do it anyway, regardless, even if it costs 10 times more. It actually costs you just a tiny fraction. You went to paper ballots and you're voting. I would hope that every Republican. So it costs exactly 8% what the machines cost. These machines, they get something. They get business. It's amazing. So paper ballots, and paper is very sophisticated today. Paper, it's called watermark. It's possible to copy, impossible to cheat. It's actually hard to believe that a piece of paper is highly sophisticated. Watermark. Amazing, actually. See it. You can't cheat. But if you went to paper ballots and same day voting, and if you went to voter ID, and also one other thing, you want a proof of citizenship. So proof of citizenship, voter ID, paper ballot.
We need to get this done. Because y'all already know what can take place if it doesn't. Now, I've been screaming, we all been screaming, let's hold these people accountable. And it is starting to take place now. Because if you want change, you got to create some type of change. Excuse me. These people cannot continue to keep taking the power and abusing it. And thinking that they are above the law when they clearly scream, nobody is above the law. Well, y'all, they are starting to hold the mayors, judges, activists, judges, these people accountable. And they are cracking down, and they will continue to expose and show the corruption. And I'm here for it because that's what I voted for and a whole lot of y'all voted for. Right? Let's find somebody who can actually fight for the people in this country. And I'm all with it. So with that being said, y'all, coming straight from Black Lava _ USA. Orange seems to be the judge's new favorite color. Y'all, let's dive into it. They're not playing. Let's go.
Judge number 4 has been arrested, but she wasn't arrested because of an illegal. She was arrested because of voter fraud. Behind me, Judge Rochelle Lozano Camacho,
remember her
arrested in Texas for voter fraud. Let's get into it. It looks like orange is going to be their new favorite color for a while, but here's the kicker. These people aren't just everyday people. They were elected officials. Now let's get into the story. 6 Texas officials were indicted on voter fraud charges, including the Democratic judge, city council member, and school board member. So now let's go down the list with their charges. So Judge Rochelle Lozano Camacho has been charged with 3 counts of vote harvesting. Romero Trevino has been charged with 1 count of vote harvesting. Adrian Ramirez has been charged with 3 counts of vote harvesting. Carlos Segura was charged with 1 count of tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. Rachel Garza has been charged with 1 count of vote harvesting. Last but not least, supposedly there's no picture yet. She's the news says that she will be, I guess, processed at a later date. That's why we don't have her picture. She has been allegedly charged with 2 counts of vote harvesting. Now, wow. Say the judge by itself. She needs to be stripped of her judicial status. 2, denied her salary, benefits, and retirement. 3, barred for life from ever working in a government capacity. And 4, 10 years of hard labor in some goddamn frozen waste somewhere in the North prison camp run by Russians. I don't know. But she should never, ever be allowed to work here in the United States again, or maybe ship her back to El Salvador. I don't know where the fuck she's from.
Sure.
But, you know, I'm okay with removing that one citizen out of our country.
Y'all F around and find out. And that's what I'm saying. That's why Trump went in doing these executive signs and stuff like that. Signatures, real signatures at that, let me add. Because, like, this is ridiculous. Why we sitting here waiting on this? We don't want no more of that. No more. No more. These folks is crazy. Now, with that being said, y'all remember Motor Mouth? Letitia James out here screaming. Tried to go against the grain, go against Trump the whole time she was doing it. They not playing, y'all. And I know a lot of us are screaming like, yo, hold them accountable. Now that we're holding them accountable, let's stop screaming, y'all. Okay? Because they starting to do that. And that's what meaning they are paying attention to we the people and what we are saying, what we are stressing. Okay? Because we got these people in place as our voice and to do what we need to be done and what needs to be done and what should have been done a long time ago. So, with that being said, y'all dive into it. Wesley Hunt, coming straight from him on X. Let's get into it.
We will fight back to your attempt to bring Trumpism to New York City. We know he's out of control. We've got to stand up to an administration which is too male, too pale, and too stale.
Will you sue him for us?
It's going to be a real pain in the ass.
We know he's losing it.
We'll be relentless. We will be unflinching.
I'm not afraid of no president. Donald Trump, we're coming for you. You elected me to continue to challenge this administration.
And so it's important. Stand up and enforce the rule of law. No matter how powerful you are, no one is above the law.
A formal criminal investigation has been launched into Tish James by the FBI.
But she's under investigation by the FBI. All over allegations she has committed mortgage fraud.
They can say whatever they want about Trump, but nobody put her signature on false piece of paper.
She will not respond to the allegations other than say that they're baseless.
Well, Letitia James officially being charged by the FBI.
You can't say your principal residence is in Virginia if you're the Attorney General of New York.
The President of the United States has complained that I'm engaging in some sort of political witch hunt.
But her lawyers are calling it politically motivated.
These allegations, Jen, are baseless. They have been discredited. You see, this is nothing more than an extension of his revenge, his retribution.
Letitia James is going to fight back against the Trump administration's allegations. Guess how? Using your taxpayer dollars.
My question is for Tish James. How does it feel to know you will be in prison for mortgage fraud?
So, yes, y'all. Got to be careful. I don't think these people understand. The more and more y'all gonna come for Trump, the more and more you put yourself in the seat of fire. Okay? Secondly, if you're gonna come at him, make sure that your house is clean first, baby. Hey. Now look what you done did. You effed around and you found out you're going for this man, and now look at you. And now you begging folks to help pay for your legal fees. Hell no. Ask them very same folks that's telling you yes, 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 yes in your ear. Them same folks is not gonna have your back. Now, how does that feel? They got you out here looking like a bimbo, but they ain't finna have your back. And now you think we supposed to take our tax dollars to help you with the legal fees? Hell no. No. No, no, no. You got yourself in it. Get yourself up out of it. You got all that big mouth. Use it. Now, with that being said, y'all, Adam Tell was confronted about getting prosecuted for treason, and he ran away like they do. Talk all that ish and then want to run. Throw rocks and then hide their hand. You next. You next. You coming. They coming for you too. Let's go. Let's get into it, y'all.
Adam Schiff, we meet again. Question, what are you going to do when the attacks on President Trump's fail and he's president again and you're brought up on treason charges? What are you going to do then, sir? Anything? Anything?
He's president now.
Russia collusion lie. The treason you committed for 4 years. Traitor, right there, guys. Don't vote for guys like that, guys. I'm not taping them. I'm taping Adam Schiff. Do you want to come on
Real
camera?
American voice.
Yes. Are you okay? I'm good. Perfect. No, well, I have a problem with Adam Schiff. I think he's a traitor to our country, and I don't like teachers.
When you were talking to different groups and kind of attacking them, because what we can't have you do is attacking people upstairs. I'm certain you can agree that you sticking a phone in someone's face as they are walking upstairs
to a representative
is dangerous.
He got in her face.
That's dangerous? Okay, so as a police officer, I believe it's dangerous.
What dangerous to who? To me?
To the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you.
Walking upstairs with the camera?
Do you think that that's not dangerous?
I don't think that's dangerous.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you with some of the rules and regulations of the stairs and of the media. So let me give you that, which clearly expresses to everyone that that is a dangerous move when you are dangerously provoking somebody and almost knocking them over.
When did that happen? I would agree if that would happen.
Well, I just parked my car, so I don't know who you are or what it is you're doing.
I didn't touch anyone. I didn't almost knock anyone over. I mean, you said something that wasn't true.
So what I watched you do right here is run up these steps with your phone in somebody's face. I'm certain
you put your hand about 4 inches from my face.
Right. So if I were walking up the stairs while you were attempting to navigate stairs, would that not be considered dangerous?
If you're Joe Biden, maybe. If you can't walk upstairs.
If
you can't walk upstairs, you shouldn't be a representative of the people.
So I would ask you to not do that again.
Okay.
And if unfortunately we catch you doing something unsafe, we're going to have to stop you from doing something unsafe.
Okay. This is the unfortunate thing that you get all the time. You get people in a position of authority who use that authority. And what's crazy too is Adam Schiff intentionally walked up the stairs so that he didn't have to walk and answer my questions. It's simply about trying to silence somebody who's asking questions that they don't want to have to answer. Adam Schiff is a traitor. You're going to wake up. That's my prayer, Shifty Schiff. You're going to wake up and realize the error of your ways, and you're going to come to the right side. God bless America.
So it just goes to show you, like, she's dangerous to walk upstairs, put a phone in his face, and ask him questions. That's what they do. Run. They didn't say it's dangerous. Come on now. That man said it'd be dangerous if Biden walked up them steps, because we know Biden can't walk. Let's keep it moving, y'all. I told y'all we got a lot to cover today. Stephen A. Smith calls out Biden on BS, okay, and Kamala. So with that being said, y'all, coming straight from Jason Cohen on X, Jason Journal DC. If you want to follow this guy, let's dive into it, y'all.
BS. That's straight BS. See, I'm not going to let y'all get away with that. I'm not going to let you get away with that. They said we were hearing the same thing about Hillary in 2016. Hillary won the popular vote by over 3 million votes. She didn't win an electoral college vote. Why was that? James Comey comes out with some report about deleted emails, 33,000 plus, a couple of weeks or so before the election. What misogyny got to do with that? Kamala Harris goes on The View, knowing that you had open borders, knowing the crisis it caused in this country, knowing that there was an economy that was compromised by inflation, knowing there was crimes in the streets, knowing there was those kind of things going on. And she went on The View when they asked if there's anything that she would do differently than you were doing in your administration, President Biden. She said, I really can't think of anything. Everybody knows that's when she sealed her fate. Everybody knows that. But that doesn't even come close to equating the damage you did, sir.
Tell him, Steve. Tell him. Somebody got to tell him. Somebody got to tell him. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Coming from my boy Tony X, who on X. Holy smokes. Nancy Mace goes full savage on woke activists. Let's dive into it, baby. I see my girl Marjorie Green Taylor there. So let's get it.
I now recognize
Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Mace from South Carolina. Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for the invitation to participate in today's hearing. Ms. Goss-Graves, so-called, quote, expert in women's rights, do you know how many years it took South Carolina to elect its first Republican woman to Congress?
Well, what year did
100 years since women got the right to vote. Do you know how many years it took the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina, to graduate its first woman?
Well,
157 years. So I have a series of yes or no questions I would like to ask you based on some of your previous statements. In your opening statement today, you said trans women are women. Ms. Goss-Graves, what is a woman?
So a woman is an adult female. A woman identifies as a woman, and I actually think it is.
What do you consider a female? What is a female?
So there are some women who were assigned.
You say you're here to defend women. You say you're here to defend women, but shouldn't you be able to define one? Shouldn't you be able to define one if you're for women's rights?
That's literally what I.
Ms. Goss-Graves, do women have penises?
So again.
Democrats have gone so crazy. Women can have penises. That's not a thing. That's not biology. It's not science. And you sound like a lunatic.
And the women.
Should young girls just get used to penises in their locker rooms and showers? My next question, yes or no? Should little girls get used to penises in their locker rooms and showers? Yes or no?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's weird.
What I will say
I absolutely do. We've heard testimony today about trans women. Those are women with penises. Those aren't real women. I'm going to reclaim my time. When President Trump issued an executive order to keep men out of women's sports, thank God he did. You said it was sexist.
Yes.
Bullying that harms all students.
Correct.
Is it sexist, yes or no, to protect women from men in sports? Yes or no?
If
can't
you
answer the
want
question.
to
Is it
Lord,
sexist
they
to
can't
acknowledge
answer
basic
it.
science? Men and women are built differently. Is it sexist to acknowledge science? Can't answer the question. Does forcing little girls to strip down in front of men in locker rooms harm girls?
Come on, Mace.
Forcing little girls to strip down in front of men in the locker room harm little girls? Yes or no? Can't answer the question. Does forcing little girls to shower? I'm going to reclaim my time. You can quit talking. These are yes or no questions. You can answer them or not. And you've chosen not to answer the questions today because you don't know how.
Or no.
I know.
It's shameful.
Know how to answer.
Do you support drugging and chopping off kids' genitals in the name of inclusion?
Ooh.
Is that a thing for you?
I have to say,
you get off on that?
So stunned.
All right. When a biological man crushes a girl in a contact sport and sends her to the ER, is that your idea of empowerment? Is that empowering women when a young man beats a girl and takes her, sends her to the ER in a contact sport? Is that empowering women? Is that what that is?
Are you talking about Miss McNabb?
I'm talking about any woman.
Come on, Mace. Come on. Coming straight from Storm and Norm, y'all, on TikTok. Y'all want to follow that first sign. That's what I'm talking about. And the crazy thing about it is they always have to give a sentence. No, it's a yes or no question. If I want you to say it in a sentence, I will tell you to explain it to me. Give me more detail. It's a yes or no. And that's how you know these bimbos are just, they gone. They lost, y'all. It's crazy. You can't answer the simplest question. All right, Macy got into that tail. I likes the lot. Now Cash Patel finna get up in some tail too. Y'all, Cash is not allowing their lies. Let's go. I mean, when is these people gonna wake up and realize that this entire administration is not finna go for the lies? We've been going for years. And we the people in them are sick and tired of the freaking lies. We're tired of it. November 5th showed that. Okay? Anywho, so we finna dive into a Girl Patriot 1974 on X if y'all want to follow her. Let's dive into the video.
Well, that's not my question. We know that you...
Well, you asked if I was weaponizing the FBI, and I am not. I'm giving you the hard, concrete examples of the men and women putting handcuffs on bad people, doing harm to our children and innocent Americans. I do not see weaponization.
You have placed on leave FBI employees responsible for the investigation of January 6th. That sounds political to me.
I have not placed anyone on leave who has not violated their ethical obligation or their oath to the Constitution.
So if they were investigating January 6th, you believe they were violating an ethical obligation?
Nope. I think the common theme here is you putting words in my mouth, and I'm not going to tolerate it, nor will the men and women of the FBI. And we will hold ourselves inwardly accountable, and we will not be strayed from our mission because people think we are politicizing the Bureau. If you want to talk about someone who was attacked by a weaponized Bureau, you're looking at him. And now he's the director of the FBI, and he's cleaning it up.
Facts, man. Tell them, Cash. They better stop playing with you. They better stop playing with you, Cash. Who they think they is, man? That's why they was holding Cash up. They were not trying to let this man win. They were like, wait, we finna stall. I see why. Put him in their place. Stop playing with my boy, man. He said, and that's why I am who I am today, baby. Stop playing with it. Let's keep this thing moving. That's what I'm talking about, Cash. Let's get some more cash coming straight from G-PA, y'all. India GPA on X. If y'all want to follow them. Cash Patel for the mic drop again. Let's get into it, man. What you done said this time?
You agree with the president when he says he doesn't know if he should uphold his constitutional duty?
If you want to just keep putting words in my mouth, the TV cameras are outside.
Ooh. I thank you. I yield back. Again, this is a
back.
serious moment, sadly, for the FBI. I yield back.
More so for you.
Yeah. I love it. Coming straight from Magamon 22, y'all on X if y'all want to follow them.
The president when he says he doesn't.
I'm with all the smoke. I'm with them. I'm with this administration. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke, baby. Bring it. Bring it so we can shut it down. Stop playing, man. For real. With that being said, y'all, coming straight from Trump Girl on Fire, the media relentlessly paints President Trump as a fear-mongering villain. Yet his supporters, millions of hardworking patriot Americans, aren't the ones looting stores, attacking police, torturing business, or assaulting innocent people. With that being said, y'all, let's dive on into the video. Let's go.
So if Trump is the fear-mongering evil man that the media is constantly telling us he is, then why aren't his voters and his followers the ones looting stores, attacking cops, destroying their neighbors' property, and assaulting innocent bystanders? Party of logic.
She got a point. She got a point. Party of logic. Her on TikTok. If y'all want to follow her, and this is facts. Okay, straight up. Y'all see what's going on real time. Y'all see the ones who are causing all this chaos because they got the big L and they losing hard. And more people are waking up today. Like, come on, people. It's not hard to see. It's not. People are waking up and they're losing control. They've been lost control come November 5th, when the November 5th hit. And they're trying to gain power and control and they're slowly losing it. A lot of people are waking up to the BS, y'all. That's what it's all about. All right. Coming straight from Real Sex 16 on X. If y'all want to follow her. This is such a heartfelt message that I think resonates with all of us. Let's go ahead and dive on into it, y'all, and see what this guy has to say. Let's go. And this is what? Pastor MDHS. Let's go on X if y'all want to follow him.
So listen, let's just say what needs to be said in a very succinct way. It's time to put the Democrats back in the shed.
And lock it.
Just today, the mayor of New Jersey was detained by federal agents because he broke into an ICE detention center along with 2 other congressmen, going to check on MS-13 gang members to see whether or not they were treated fairly. The causes that the Democratic Party are dying on the hill for are insane. This goes beyond political lines. This goes beyond partisanship. This is lunacy. The things that you are holding up the bloodstained banner for and refusing to move even after you got tarred and feathered in the 2024 presidential election, even when you lost Senate seats and House seats and you got slaughtered the way that you did, you have refused to do an about face. You are still promoting and doing this propaganda for stuff that Americans do not care for. These are gang members. Who cares if they get 3 square meals a day? They can sleep on the floor for all I'm concerned. Why are you not consumed with the constituents that voted you into the positions that you are now holding? Like what is so hard for you to fight for Americans like that? People that were born here, people that got birth certificates and driver's licenses and passports, and hard-working men and women that are paying taxes into this country, that are going to work every single day. You're not fighting for them, but you're going to an ICE detention center to see whether or not MS-13 members who have murdered and raped and lived violent lives are treated fairly?
Backwards.
Y'all, it's time to put the Democrats in the shed. It's just time to hang up that party, y'all. It's just time. The things that you guys think are important are absolute lunacy. It is crazy. You fight for the right for men to participate in women's sports. You fight for the right for children to get sex-changing operations. You fight for the fact, like, the stuff that you guys fight for is insane. What is wrong with y'all? Like, what is going? This is like the Twilight Zone.
Facts.
Where are we at? Nobody's gonna say nothing?
We talking.
Lord, come quickly, Lord Jesus. Come quickly.
Wipe them all out, not
Lord,
me.
America needs it. America is going off the rails.
And facts. Where are the lies? Do y'all see what he said they were fighting for? It don't even make sense. It doesn't. I agree with him 100%. I, Queen B, approve of this message. Real talk. And that's why I keep telling y'all, remember who these people are and remember their names. Okay? So you know not to ever vote for them bimbos again. Now, y'all, we about to chop it up in the comment section. I want to go ahead and say an early happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? That are out there representing obviously pro-life. You know what I'm talking about. But shout out to all the mothers, okay, from Queen B. I myself am one. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all take the time to relax, although it's Mother's Day every freaking day, because you never clock out of being a mother. Let me tell you, baby. But tomorrow, on Mother's Day, relax. Take advantage of it. Because when I tell you, I'm telling my kids in the hubby, I'm going to be relaxing. Baby, I'm going to be relaxing, and I am going to enjoy the 24 hours of Mother's Day, baby, because I ain't doing a daggone thing. Know that. But I appreciate y'all for watching it from beginning to the end. Thank you so much, okay? Because all that does is pushes the video out there. Again, YouTube be like, what's going on? Okay, let me go ahead and throw it on out there. And we are just, really focusing on together on this journey, learning, fact checking, learning the truth. It could be hard sometimes because you have to be really careful where you get your resources from. You do have to take time out and say, hey, let me look into this. Let me look into that. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate all of y'all for y'all support and all the love in the comment section, just for looking out and just helping me out on this journey, because it has not been easy, y'all. You lose a lot of people, but you gain a lot more when you find your common sense. I promise you, it's beautiful. You have to find it. Like I said, I found it and y'all helped me keep it. Okay. And I want to keep it. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. I promise y'all. It's not a bad thing. All right. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. We're going to dive into this video. And then from there, y'all just enjoy your day. Okay. Okay. Your girl is out. Let's get on into it. Coming straight from Tony X2. Dear Democrats, I will not be saying happy she day, happy her day, or happy birthday person day. I will only say happy Mother's Day. This. Facts. Let's get it.
Dear Democrats and liberals, let's get the shenanigans out of the way right now. Mother's Day rapidly approaching, and we know how liberals and Democrats like to try to destroy American traditions. So I will not be saying happy birthday person. I will not be saying happy she day. I will not be saying happy her day. I will only say happy Mother's Day. It's for the XX chromosomes only.
That me.
Do you
that
hear
me.
the words that are coming out of my
that
mouth?
Me.
Happy
that
Mother's Day to the XX chromosomes. Y'all have a blessed day.